over here writing new programs, brainstorming, thinking of new ways to train, better ways to train, getting my goals and priorities straight, and just kind of meditating and thinking about my past experiences and how I can learn from that and grow. One thing that came to mind, which this was so hilarious to me as well as demoralizing at the time, but a good friend of mine at the time was like a world class triathlete, super athlete, and he wanted to learn how to kick, and I was like, all right. And I swear to God, I taught this guy how to do a roundhouse, and after about 5 minutes of me just helping him out with the form and stuff, he was able to kick harder and faster than I was. And that really that was like a game changer for me. I was like, man, you know, maybe I gotta stop so much with the skill training and get more into strength conditioning because obviously this guy's strength conditioning was better than me. Um, his endurance, his coordination, everything. And I was over here spending like hours, probably at least like 2 hours, 5 days a week on just straight practicing kicks, and this dude literally bettered me within 5 minutes. Just because he was so much more athletic than me, like generally more strong, generally faster, more powerful, generally more flexible, etc., etc. And, those general skills, once he was able to learn the particular, like, specific skill of the roundhouse, he was able to, use his capabilities and kind of mold himself into, someone who can kick hard. And I guess, I don't know, maybe there's something to do with running, especially, or in particular, that, I don't know, made him like a good kicker or something. I guess he had strong legs, strong hips, but, yeah, that totally changed the way I trained from then on, and I got really into like strength conditioning. And to this day, I stand by that everyone should be doing some kind of strength conditioning work. Whether it be running or yoga, weightlifting, whatever works for you, whatever's going to get you stronger, faster, more flexible, etc. Um, this kind of goes into what Bruce Lee wrote about when he was alive, in terms of kind of developing individual talent and like physicality and stuff, and how that carried over really well to like anything you're going to do. Um, and that guy, I mean, he worked out all the freaking time, and he didn't really train martial arts that much. I mean, he learned the basics of like Wing Chun and like boxing, and pretty much just started doing his own thing. Started stretching a ton, doing a ton of strength training, running a lot, etc. And other than like hitting the bag and like every now and then sparring with people, I mean, he didn't spend a ton of time like a lot of people do, like a lot of martial artists nowadays do, with like actual skill training in the martial arts. He was just generally fit enough to just completely dominate people. You know, I mean, what are you gonna do against somebody if you're, let's say in a kickboxing match or something? You might have beautiful kicks. You might know way more about timing and distance and all of this. But if you're fighting somebody who's able to throw a kick twice as hard and twice as fast as you won't even have a chance to use, like your fine tuned skills of like, oh yeah, I can kick like so beautifully and whatnot. Or I know exactly like where to hit somebody. I'm so accurate. I mean, you're gonna get dominated. And I think, you know, that pissed a lot of people off in the martial arts community. Uh, but yeah, it's freaking true. And that's why I spend a ton of time on like strength conditioning, because At the end of the day, dude, Bruce Lee was right. My friend Steven, was right. Uh, Being athletic matters. And, I don't care how many forms, how beautifully you can kick, how, like, accurate you can kick. Somebody is twice as, strong, twice as fast as you. You're fucked. So, I don't know. Just something to think about.